All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. Double honors to the sincere apostles and elders of the very Muslim, one of my teachers. Peace and salutation to you brothers out there preaching this word in truth and sincerity. This is the brother Yahweh with another lesson, and this one's going to be a quick hit, man. Just going into the famine of the word, and the devil coming down with great wrath. All right, because as we can see, there's protests going on all throughout America right now, protesting the Israeli-Hamas war, calling for Israel. All right, and its governors or government, should I say, to be condemned for its hate crimes against the people of Gaza, the Palestinian people, man. All right, and as we can see pertaining to Job 20 and 27, matter of fact, we'll go ahead and grab it, man. The book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 27, and he reads, the heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. And that's right, and that's what we're seeing. The earth is rising up against the so-called white man, the red Hebrew Edomite, specifically of the tribe of Amalek, man. All right, which is those so-called Jews over there in the land of Israel right now who call themselves Jewish. All right, those Israelis, man. And so what we're seeing right now, these people are protesting it. We're seeing the earth rising up against them, and what this is signifying, man, is the famine of the word about to hit. The devil is about to come down with great wrath. And so I have a few posts here on X, formerly known as Twitter, that I want to go ahead and get into. So the first one is right here. This is posted by Greg Abbott, the governor of Texas. Says arrests being made right now and will continue until the crowd disperses. These protesters belong in jail. Anti-Semitism will not be tolerated in Texas, period. Students joining in hate-filled anti-Semitic protests at any public college or university in Texas should be expelled. And so what we're seeing is this devil, he's ramping up more and more the fact of that freedom of speech being taken away, man. All right, and the main reason why he wants to do this is to stop the word of Yahweh by Shai from coming out, man. Because ever since the prophets have been out on the highways and hedges preaching, things have been getting worse and worse for Esau. We've been seeing how he's been being slowly but surely being exposed. All right, all these things are happening because the Heavenly Father is pulling he's pulling Esau's skirt up. Let's grab that. The book of Isaiah, chapter 47, in verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. That's right, because when Yahweh Shai returns, he's coming as an overwhelming power, as an overwhelming force. All right, and these are all signs of it. And so I have this short clip. I'll restart it. Slacky. And so we're seeing all that happening, taking place right now. This is happening in Austin, Texas. All right, and then you also have this right here. It says this is the real reason. This is the real reason Biden wants to ban TikTok. We have a major TikTok problem. Leaked audio of ADL's Jonathan Greenblatt losing it because the youth aren't buying Israel's propaganda anymore. The ban is based on a Zionist agenda, and that's right. These people, they don't want the people knowing how evil that they are, man. They spent all this time hiding it, keeping it a secret, and all of a sudden, all these things are starting to be exposed about them. So they don't want this coming out. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this clip play as well.
Independent polling suggests this is not a left-right gap, folks. The issue in the United States is support for Israel is not left and right. It is young and old. And the numbers of young people who think that Hamas's, massacre was justified is shockingly and terrifyingly high. And so we really have a TikTok problem, a Gen Z problem, that our community needs to put the same brains that gave us Taglit, the same brains that gave us all these other amazing innovations, need to put our energy toward this, like, fast. Because again, like, we've been chasing this left-right divide. It's the wrong game. The real game is the next generation, and the Hamas and their accomplices, the useful idiots in the West, are falling in line in ways that are terrifying. Last thing I'll just say, we saw a dramatic change in the language of the activists here in America on October the 8th. The language of groups that we've long tracked, who've long been problematic, like Students for Justice in Palestine and Jewish Voices for Peace, they flipped like this and went to like Iranian propaganda. The language I could show you from their toolkits, because our analysts are in their groups. We saw this again on October the 8th. It was that fast. Like, the language in their toolkits was all about the Zionist entity and lots of other language that we recognized from Iranian propaganda.
This devil, he's coming down with
Well,
great
it's
wrath,
happening.
man.
On purpose. They're
He's
pushing
about
this
to
racist agenda with
implement some very nefarious laws, man. That freedom of speech is about to go right out the window. All right, the freedom to bear arms, all these things, all those amendments that you Americans thought you once had, is about to go right out the window, man. All right, and so I got one more clip for you, and we'll end it off in the scriptures, man.
What's happening on America's college campuses is horrific. Anti-Semitic mobs have taken over leading universities. They call for the annihilation of Israel. They attack Jewish students. They attack Jewish faculty. This is reminiscent of what happened in German universities in the 1930s. It's unconscionable. It has to be stopped. It has to be condemned, and condemned unequivocally.
Hey, you heard that? It has to be stopped. It has to be condemned unequivocally. All right. So, hey, let's go ahead and grab this. The book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 12, and it reads, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." Hey, so this devil, he knows that his time is up. That's why he don't want all this news. He doesn't want all this coming out, man. He's calling it Iranian propaganda. He's upset that the Russian icons were pulled out the vault, man. Okay, all these things are happening, and he's not able to stop it, man. And so what? He's coming down with that great wrath. Hey, he's about to implement that RFID CHIP, the mark of the beast that's spoken about in Revelation 13. All right, and if you don't agree with that, hey, what's he going to paint you as? As a terrorist, anti-Semitic, as a hate group. All right, and he's gonna put you as an outcast. And if you don't end up in those FEMA camps, hey, you're gonna be on the run. You're not gonna be able to buy or sell. You're not gonna be able to do anything, because he's gonna completely shut you out of the system. And we're seeing this happen right now. So let that video play a little.
But that's not what happened. The response of several university presidents was shameful. Now, fortunately, state, local, federal officials, many of them have responded differently, but there has to be more. More has to be done. It has to be done not only because they
More has to be done, and what's gonna be done? Hey, you people are gonna be put in these camps, man.
attack Israel. That's bad enough. Not only because they want to kill Jews wherever they are, that's bad enough. It's also, when you listen to them, it's also because they say not only death to Israel, death to the Jews, but death to America. And this tells us that there's an anti-Semitic surge here that has terrible consequences. We see this exponential rise of anti-Semitism throughout America and throughout Western societies as Israel tries to defend itself against genocidal terrorists. Genocidal terrorists who hide behind civilians. Yet it is Israel that is falsely accused of genocide. Israel that is falsely accused of starvation and all sundry war crimes. It's all one big libel. But that's not new. We've seen in history that anti Semitic attacks were always preceded by vilification and slander. Lies that were cast against the Jewish people that are unbelievable, yet people believed them. And what is important now is for all of us who are interested and cherish our values and our civilization, to stand up together and to say enough is enough. We have to stop anti-Semitism, because anti-Semitism is the canary in the coal mine. It always precedes larger conflagrations that engulf the entire world. So I ask all of you, Jews and non-Jews alike,
Yeah, man. So,
who are
hey,
concerned with our common
we
future
know
and our
that he's
common
about to
values,
come down with
to
that
do
great
what we
wrath. We know that famine of the word is coming, man. And he straight up lied, talking about they're being the ones falsely accused of being genocidal. You look into the war, man. You do your research. These niggas killed over 30,000 people over there in Gaza. All right, and I believe it, most of them, if not all of them, were citizens, man. All right, and that all has to do with the Dahia doctrine. All right, the Dahia doctrine. Look that up, man, and that's the reason why all those Palestinians were being killed. That's the reason why the earth is currently rising up against them right now. They're protesting that war because of all the children that they've killed, and TikTok has been a big part of exposing these devils for who they are. All right, and that's the reason. That's a main reason why they want to go ahead and ban it, man. You know? And so this is going to be the book of Amos, chapter 8 and verse 11. And it reads, Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east, and they shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it. And that's right. So these people, whenever all hell finally breaks loose, because what we're about to see is martial law. All right, race wars. We're already seeing protests soon going to turn into riots. All right, these things are going to wax worse and worse, because these are the times of Yahweh's judgment, and the days of evil are drawing near. And if you're not prepared, if you're not preparing yourself spiritually, you're going to be overtaken during that day. All right, and so with that, we ended off on this, man. The book of Second Ezra chapter 9, and we'll start at verse 1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. And that's right. So we're seeing the end being made manifest. All right, we're seeing earthquakes in diverse places. We're seeing uproars of the people. We're seeing nation against nation. Hey, these we're coming into the days of vengeance, man. So it's good. Matter of fact, so like I know we ended off on that, man. What instead we'll end it off on this book of First Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour, whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. But the God, the power of all grace, who hath called us unto his eternal glory by Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, after that ye have suffered a while, make you perfect, establish, strengthen, settle you. And that's right. So ultimately, we're being sober, we're being vigilant, we're constantly on our watch, even during times of relaxation, man. We're watching, seeing what this devil is about to do, seeing what the Most High is requiring of us, man. And we see, because the devil doesn't sleep, he's always working, man. Therefore, we ourselves always have to work as well, because we see that he's about to come down, man. So with that being said, I pray that this lesson was edifying, of the uplifting of the spirit. Know that we are at the end. Know that this place is about to fall and our salvation is coming. Lord's will. We're not only called, but we're chosen. And so once again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. Call halal, Allah Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Until the next time I say, Shalom.